no being such a negative energy. And as we said last time, no is the root of nothing. And if you're always constantly saying no, no, I don't want to go to the park. No, I don't want to go to the movies. No, I don't want to eat, these things. No, I don't want this promotion. No, I don't want to read these books. Just no, 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 no. You're going to look up and have no, 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 no money.
Right.
What's going on, family? Kevin and Jesse here with you guys again, the Elite State of Mind podcast, where, as always, our goal is to listen, learn, and grow. Jesse, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm great, man. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. I'm doing amazing, family. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram page. Click that little bell on YouTube so that you are notified every time Jesse and I come to you guys on Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. to take you to work. We are going to get in today a continuation of the conversation we had last week. We talked about the language of losers. Got some good feedback from you guys. We really appreciate that, all the likes and comments and messages that we received. So today what we want to get into is winning with words, because obviously nobody wants to stay a loser forever, or at least you shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
I hope you don't want to stay on the loser's trail forever. I mean, even the Cubs fooled around and won a World Series. Now, they went back to losing.
Yeah, they did.
But they were like, man, we got to finally get us a dub.
Yeah.
And they did it. But even them being losers, they always got this thing talking about fly the W. Trying to get the win. Trying to get the win. What is the overarching message or arcing message of winning with words?
I think that message is making sure that we have, again, the proper language and the proper context to control the thoughts that control the actions that lead towards the win.
Okay. I definitely agree with that. And, guys, to make sure that we understand, it's really as simple as dropping a letter or changing a letter in the word or a couple of letters in a word from I can't to I can.
Yeah.
To, I won't to I will. All of those things from taking your no, turning it into a yes. Yeah. Let me stay there just for a moment.
Okay.
Because, as we've talked about, especially since, the last episode, no being such a negative energy. And as we said last time, no is the root of nothing. And if you're always constantly saying no, no, I don't want to go to the park. No, I don't want to go to the movies. No, I don't want to eat, these things. No, I don't want this promotion. No, I don't want to read these books. Just no, 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 no. You're going to look up and have no, 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 no money.
Right.
Because money is a positive thing. We all agree.
Right.
Money is a positive thing.
Right.
We agree health is a positive thing. Or it should be positive.
Yes.
Right? You can charge that sucker negatively. And then you'll be over there in Norman Regional. And no, you don't want to go there. But anyways, as I digress, the negative connotations that just no and all of its synonyms have. One, they are so easy to get deeply rooted.
Yeah.
Into your everyday common speech, especially if you got kids, because you look up in everyday, no, don't do that. No, don't pick that up. No, don't go over there. And it takes a very concentrated and intentional effort.
Yes.
To say, leave that alone. Let's play with that later. Oh, put that away for now.
Move over here.
Because that takes more words. It takes more energy for you to. You're not saying yes to everything.
That's right.
But you have begun to not put out the language and the vibration of no. Like you said last time, no is such a low vibrating, word.
Oh yeah.
And it keeps you in that low frequency. What are the dangers of being that low frequency individual?
And it's just, you really won't accomplish much in this life. Right? Being a low vibrating individual, you're going to attract those type of people to you.
That's rough.
It's going to be a rough thing. And you're going to wonder why life will not get better. You're going to wonder why you're passed over for the promotion. You're going to wonder why. And you feel internally that you can do more. There's more to be done. There's something else that you should be doing. But because you accept the language of a loser, because you accept that, then you ride that course and you take that path versus, okay, I'm going to choose, a winning language and say, yeah, I might be here right now, but what is it that I can do to actually obtain the goal? Not no, because no closes the mind off.
Very true.
It doesn't allow it to figure out how to get the answer.
Right.
But if you say, well, it's not going to be a no, but let's figure out how we can get to this particular end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then the mind opens up and says, hey, let's be solution oriented.
Right. And we'll take you guys all the way back to the open hand principle.
Mm-hmm.
That was, one of the, probably just the main message. If you open your hand, you're willing to open your mind.
Yes.
And as you said, the no, it closes off the mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think of the letters, in the word no.
Yeah.
It's a N that then sits on,
Yeah.
covers things up.
Yes.
And a O, which is totally closed off. Nothing can penetrate it. Nothing can get inside.
That's right.
But the Y in yes is opened up.
Yes.
It opens you up to receive new thoughts, new ideas, new people, new opportunities. And if you will find a way to begin to at least position yourself to say yes, I am firmly of the belief that yes is the first word of a winner.
Yeah.
Because they are constantly going to say, yes, I can do this. Yes, it can get done. Yes, there is a way to figure this out. Yes, I should be, the best of the best. Yes, I should get healthy. Yes, I can earn 6 figures. Yes, I can make a successful business. And even if life knocks them off,
that's right.
Yes, I can get back up.
Yes, I will.
And that's and so many times, whatever you put in front of I will, that's what you're going to will to happen. Hopefully y'all understood what I said. If you whatever you put in front of I will, that's what you're going to will to happen. If yes, I will get back up, yes, I will accomplish this, then your will is telling the universe. Not only the universe, but you're telling your creator, I'm gonna get back up. I'm not gonna stay down, and I'm going to go achieve these things. I may have to take a different means to go do it.
Yeah.
But my goal is still to go get this thing done. When we talked about doing this topic, one thing I really thought about was how Muhammad Ali, and he might have been saying this when he was still Cassius Clay, that he was the greatest.
See, we're thinking along the same lines. And let me just take it back a step before we go to I am. I will is prophetic. I will speaks to not your current state, but it speaks to where you're going to go, the intention of your heart, soul, and mind of what you want to accomplish.
Right.
I will, and then like you said, whatever you put behind that is in the universe, and the energy in which you put out is what is going to get returned to you to actually go do something.
Very true.
Right? So you get to Muhammad Ali, I am the greatest. That speaks to the current state of affairs. So now what you're doing is you're telling yourself, right, to rise up internally to accept the state of who you really are.
Right.
He said, I am the greatest. And he said it so long, said it so often, that he first believed.
Right.
Therein lies the power.
And that's what I think a lot of people might miss about him in that journey, is that he said it before he was ever champion, before he was ever considered the greatest or the GOAT, as we call him, so often nowadays. He was saying, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm the champ. But like you said, he had to have that unwavering belief that nobody could come along and tell him, nah, Cassius, you're not.
Yeah, you're not.
Nah, Muhammad, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay, you won one fight. That still doesn't make you the greatest. It doesn't make you, it just makes you another guy, right? But how often are we, whether it is we get a little bit of success and then we get lackadaisical, or just something comes and knocks us off, and we revert back to many of our first language, which is that language of a loser, because that's the one, so often we learned growing up. But just like any child that is bilingual, and any person that becomes bilingual, it's never too late to learn new words, new phrases, and new languages.
No.
And you have to speak them so that they become second nature to you.
And often, I'm thinking about, Muhammad Ali, like he was able to believe that, and even though some would say, he took a lot of heat, right, through his entire career. But, they would say, no, you're not the greatest, Muhammad, oh, you're taking it too far, and this, that, and the other. he still continued to say it because of the work he put in.
Right.
I remember one of his quotes, he said, man, I don't start counting when I first begin to work out.
Mm-hmm.
I begin to count when it starts to burn.
Mm.
Right? That's the champion. Again,
Right.
That's a champion mindset that, hey, everybody else begins counting.
Right.
I'm not going to start counting until it starts hurting.
Mm.
So that's a different level of work. So that lays a great foundation for his belief system.
Right.
So when he says I'm the greatest, I'm certain that he was saying that as he's doing, these 1,000 sit-ups or running,
He's 97 miles
right,
out here in the heat in Africa.
As he's doing all that, right? People don't think about how he trained to get ready for the Thriller in Manila. Yeah, in the heat. Like, that's different, man.
Right.
That's a different type of heat. That's a different type of attitude running up and down those mountains and hills and all of that. Okay. That's what it takes, right? It's the work. Be willing to not only just say, but also to be able to do the work behind it.
Right. I mean, because win and work start with the same letter.
You're right about that.
So if you want to win, you have to work. They just go together. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. And then for you to be, the best at it, you have to put in even more work than just people. I mean, because there are people out there that win.
Yeah.
But then again, as we said last time, there are people out there who are legendary.
Yes.
And our goal should be, how can I go be legendary at whatever my field is?
That's right.
Whether I'm an athlete, whether I'm a waste management worker, whether I'm flipping burgers at McDonald's, I need to be the legendary quarter pound flipper that McDonald's ever saw.
That's right.
Or whether I'm Elon Musk trying to get, man to Pluto.
Right.
How do I go be legendary? But like you said, so many people will tell you, man, you're taking it too far.
Yeah.
You're trying to do too much.
I do too much.
You're a part of the doing too much crew.
Yeah. They would say that you are obsessed and that you don't have balance. Tell me a winner who has balance.
I don't know one. And here's the thing with balance. And so many of us who we get families, or we are trying to go to school and work at the same time, or we're always trying to achieve that work-life balance, right? I had a friend, Tyler, and he told me one time about this guy he had been. I can't remember if it was a book he read or just maybe it was a podcast he was listening to, but he said that this gentleman said there's no such thing as balance. He said, but the thing that I live by is the 100% rule. And he said, when I'm at work, I am 100% at work. I am 100% engaged with work. Locked in. When I go home, I am 100. Like, if I got to do some work at home, okay, I'll get that knocked out. Yeah. But when it's time for my wife and kids, I'm 100% locked in with them. And I find that that's more than likely going to be the better answer for each of us. Yeah. Because if you're trying to balance it, then something's always going to bleed over into the other.
That's right.
And then the next thing you know, you can't serve two masters. So if in this hour you're trying to work and have family time, you're going to rebuke one and love the other.
That's right.
But if you will set aside, okay, this is the time for family. This is the time for me to work my side hustle.
Yes.
And you don't let the two bleed over into each other.
Yeah, that's right.
You will probably find more success. You'll probably be more successful in each area than it is to try to have that, quote unquote, balance.
Yeah, because you want the quality of the time spent.
Right.
And not just the quantity, just to say that you were there. Right? Because like you said, if I'm locked in 100% at work, that means my quality of work is going to meet my particular standard. It's going to be high because I'm locked in. Everything else not pertaining to work, listen, don't hit me because I'm at work.
Very true.
While I'm working, I'm working. After work, hey, we can talk about, we can do whatever we need to do, right? And like you said, so afterwards, when it's quality time, all right, listen, the side hustles from this to this, and then when I'm done with that, I'm done with that.
Right.
Because again, now we're focused in. We could watch this movie, here we go.
Right.
It's going to be all right here, and again, the phone, nope, I ain't worried about it because we're here, tough. Right here. That's discipline. That's the discipline of a winner.
Very true.
Right? And we'll have to get into that probably another one. That's the discipline of a winner. When it's time to focus, that's what I'm focused on. Purely and solely on this. If I'm shooting free throws, I'm focused on my rhythm, my routine, and then I have to visualize the ball going through the net.
Right.
And I do that over and over and over and over again.
So you don't shoot a couple free throws and go do some layups and shoot a couple threes and a few dunks.
Nope.
And then go back to the free throw line.
Nope.
Whatever time you set aside to work on the free throw.
That's what you do.
That's what you work on.
That's what you do.
You know, I think too often we get scared of the repetition.
Mm-hmm.
Because it becomes, you know, the mundane.
Right.
You know, for many people, especially when they go to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they hit they hear the chicken and rice or chicken, rice, and broccoli.
Oh, my God.
And, you know, they're amped up on Monday.
Yeah.
It's the best chicken the chicken's ever had. This is the best rice. This broccoli is the greenest broccoli ever grown.
Right.
Tuesday, okay, this is still pretty good.
Yep.
I'm still ready.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, okay, I'm going to power through.
Yeah.
Thursday, this some bull.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm at McDonald's.
Yep.
Because I did not, like you said, stay disciplined and, you know, have these things set, have my schedule set. And that goes back into when we're winning with words. You know, winning words are also things like discipline and structure.
Yes.
And, you know, sometimes being fanatical and being obsessed. And it's okay to do those things in certain areas.
That's right.
Because that's going to bring you success. And most of the time, if you have success, you're going to be categorized as a winner.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, but it's always, again, it's so foreign to many of us that we don't even have an expectation that we deserve to win.
Mm-hmm.
Our expectation is that, you know, we deserve to be lackluster.
Right.
We deserve whatever happens to us.
Average.
Right. You know, whatever life brings us, I'll just play the cards I'm dealt. Right? Instead of trying to figure out, you might get mad at the guy counting cards, but he's trying to win.
Right.
You know, the old saying, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Do something.
At the least, he's trying to come up with a way to win, trying to figure out the probabilities.
Yep.
Right? Because that's all life is. That's all life's about, whether you're in the stock market, whether you're trying to go get certain jobs, whether you're trying to go, do certain things in sales.
Yeah.
Many of these things, they come down to numbers. And there's a winning formula.
That's right.
To those things. When you think about, just and getting back to just solely winning with words, what are some of the words you had to begin to tell yourself? Like, man, these things, either words that, okay, I can't say this ever again.
Yeah.
And I need to replace it with XYZ.
Just making sure the words were, positive, like you said. We live in a world where we're conditioned to, when something negative happens, that, we've been taught to accept it. It's just the way that it is. And to understand that, no, it's not the way that it is. It is how I say it is. So understanding that concept is, okay, yes, I might slip and fall. That doesn't mean that's the end of the particular story. To understand that I am writing that. And so because I am the author of my own story, but I'm not the author of my own faith. We'll touch that later. I'm the author of my own story, so then I have to increase my words. I have to change the words, like you said. Hey, I can, I will, I must. That's Dr. Eric Thomas.
Right.
I can, I will, I must. Like, those things are powerful.
Right.
Those words are telling you, and they excite something down to your cellular level.
Right.
To say, I have to get up, I have to move, and no matter what the task is, I can, I will, I must.
Right.
And this has to become personal. Like, changing the language to that of a winner has to become first personal. I can't push that off on somebody else when I don't accept it for myself first.
Very
right?
True.
So I had to change the mights and the maybes to, yes, I deserve XYZ.
Indecisiveness is one of the worst diseases you can ever develop as a person, and then, in my opinion, definitely as a man.
Yeah.
Because any man that is indecisive doesn't know where he's going, where he's headed, even if you don't know what is to the west.
Right.
But I'm going west. Well, what's there when you get there? I don't know. But I know I'm headed west. And I can figure that thing out along the way.
The saying, right? Hey, you make a choice, then you make it right.
Right.
You might always, do you know? Like, do you know? I don't know. But we're going to see. This is where we're going. We're going to figure it out.
And it's the tough part is being confident enough in yourself. And like you said, there's a winning mindset that you have to have, that has to take place in you for you to establish, yes, no, we are going to go this way.
Yes.
I'm going to change the trajectory of my family history.
Yes.
If we never went to college, I know I'm going to go to college.
I'm going.
Whatever kind of degree I got to get, I'm going to go get it.
Yes.
If we've never invested, well, I'm going to start investing. I'm going to buy one share. If we've never owned anything, I'm going to at least go file me a LLC, get an EIN, and we're going to own Kevin's Coffee Bean Maker.
Pretty much.
Even though I don't know the first thing about making coffee.
That's right.
But we're gonna own something.
That's right.
And something has to be done. Somebody has to come along, to change that narrative, to go in a different direction real quick, kind of like you were talking about with Muhammad Ali. It took me in the mind of, I'm sure most people have heard that video of Kobe that's going around, like it'll be on TikTok or on Instagram Reels, and he'll say, I don't negotiate with myself. If I said, this is the regimen for the summer, this is the workout plan, this is the nutrition, I don't then say when it gets tough, okay, well, that's enough. We're done.
That's good.
Let's, okay. Oh, don't.
That's good.
Let's just eat ice cream today. But how often do we sit there and, man, I really want to do 4 sets of this 315, but 3 is pretty.
I think 3 is enough.
3 is sufficient. 3 is sufficient, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But maybe you don't get all 5 reps on the last set.
Right.
But maybe you get
but
2.
You did it. Yeah.
Maybe you get 2 and you prove to yourself, I'm at least going to try. And, so many of us will say we have that Mamba mentality. But even before we get to the work, we'll write out a great plan.
Right.
If I stick with working out, I'm going to do chest flies and superset that with incline. Then I'm going to come over here and do 50 push-ups. Then I'm going to plank for 3 minutes. Then I'm going to do, some bench. And some tricep. I'm going to go back and plank again. Oh, this is a great workout right here. And then I don't really feel, I'm tired looking at it. I looked at that superset, that incline bench and chest fly.
I said, no way.
And I hit you with the loop. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm gonna go lay down now. I'm tired.
Yep.
Or I'll get there and I could just walk for about 10 minutes and go do half of this workout.
Right.
And like you said, we negotiate with ourselves to the point that we rob ourselves.
That's right.
Of the fullness of the reward, whatever it was going to be. If you're working out, it's going to be you becoming healthy and being around for generations to come.
Yeah.
If it's, I got to be disciplined in my budget, you'll rob yourself of what that discipline gives.
Yeah.
Because then it gives you the freedom to go invest, the freedom to have, maybe money if you want to travel, the freedom to get out of debt, or the ability to get out of debt, should I say. So if you're out here negotiating with yourself, understand you're robbing yourself daily.
Yes.
Every day. You're taking out of your own pockets. You're taking away from your own mind the things that are due you, that you should have, that you deserve. Why do we negotiate?
Because our mind wants us to be safe. It's trying to do the least amount of work possible to get the greatest result. And so we have to fight that on a daily basis.
Again, that path of least resistance.
Yeah, the path of least resistance.
That's in the transformation of my language, coming from the language of a loser, going into the language of a winner. What is the role that other people play in developing that and more so keeping me on track?
They play a huge role. They play a huge role because they're able to reinforce your direction, your word placement, which is huge. And they're able to also, like you said, keep you on track of, hey, those words aren't in alignment with where you're trying to go.
Right.
Let's phrase it in this manner, and let's go from here. Right. And so when you get around individuals who have the proper words in the proper context and the proper phrasing, then that result, it becomes easy because y'all are talking. Right. That energy is between.
Constant.
Yeah, it's constantly there.
Energy cannot be destroyed. Transfer from one body to the next.
That's right. So if it's all positive, if we have a similar goal, then guess what? All I'm doing is becoming, in essence, a nuclear reactor because I'm moving so much, right? It's going from me to you to here and back, and we're constantly doing that. we can't help but generate a force and a power that has never been seen before.
Right. To where things have to do in the material world, it has to obey the things that you say you want to accomplish. Like you said, it has no choice.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, if you go back to the no's, go with me just for a moment, family. When you begin that low vibration, like you said, the yeses in that language, it resonates in you. So does the no. If you remember, if you are the household of faith, we all used to love to go hear the old Baptist preacher when he begin to hum. Because it would vibrate something on the inside. The body is composed of a lot of water, cellular makeup, a little fluid in there. And so when it begin to rattle and vibrate on the inside, it would stir what we believe to be the soul. Right. And you begin to feel a little something.
Yeah. Napoleon Hill talks about that. Think and Grow Rich.
Right. So if you're never causing a different vibration, if the words are always on a low frequency, the vibration that you're always going to have is going to be a low vibration. Your cells are going to move at a very slow manner.
Slows them down.
Your blood's going to flow at a very slow manner. You're never going to be excited.
Right.
But these other people, it's just like, man, you get around a kid and you could be having a rough day, and the next thing you know, hey, Dad, what's going on? Oh, man, what's going on? It is a good day. Their excitement excites you.
Energy.
and that's the crazy part, because they're at a frequency that's up here.
Yes.
You got a choice and decision to make.
You got to match it.
But normally, the positive energy, the one that's higher, it pulls you up.
That's right.
Because it takes a little bit longer for that negative to bring you down. You got to spend time with it. You got to spend time in it. You got to talk to it daily. And then the next thing you know, everybody's Eeyore.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrible.
Just another day.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why you ain't got no friends.
Right.
Why nobody wants to hang out with you. Because you're never excited about anything.
About anything.
But when you're a winner, you're used to winning.
Yeah.
And that's why those are the people that, oh, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, do you want to go hang out?
Yes.
Hey, do you want to go to lunch?
Here's an opportunity.
That's what winning brings. Winning brings new opportunities. How many of us have been passed up for opportunities because we had the wrong language and our vibration was not that of a winner?
That's right.
Or we were too scared.
The winning language gives us a winning vibration, which gives us a winning posture. So we enter the room as a winner.
You got to stand up and be a winner.
Right? You got to stand up in order to be one.
Walk in your winning.
Yep.
They both start with a W as well. I'm going to give y'all that for free. If I keep going, I'm Baptist. I might have to charge y'all. Pass around the cash app and the plate.
Hey.
Take me up a little offering for the building fund. We gave out them good Mother's Day gifts. Now we got to recoup that.
I know.
But, so before we get out of here, Jesse, what I want you to do, real quick, two things. What is the winner's plate? Real quick, don't give them all.
I can't get too much.
But what is the winner's plate, and what should we look forward to most when we make that flip and change our language?
The winner's plate, it's full of the green. It's full of the things that's going to bring you energy. The winner's plate is proportioned in such a manner that what you ingest is going to energize you to a level that's going to separate you from the rest. Okay, we'll leave that for another day. It's going to separate you from the rest. On a winner's plate, you can't eat the same food that those that you've left behind continue to eat.
Very, very true, family. Real quick, I'm going to tell you this. When you get invited to eat with winners, have a good attitude about it.
Yes.
Because losers, they'll have a few different attitudes. Either one, they just don't respond and don't show up. They'll be mad and being doubtful the whole time on their way to the event.
Skeptics.
But the losers that want to become winners, they begin to become happy.
Right.
They'll try the things on the winner's plate, even though it's foreign to them. Like Jesse said, we'll get into that next time.